Good afternoon, ma'am. Please raise your right hand and take the oath.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please have a seat.
Would you state your name, please?
Heather Thomas,
Where do you live?
Alexandria, Virginia.
Did you travel here from Alexandria, Virginia to testify for this trial?
Yes, I did.
How are you employed?
I work for the federal government at the Department of Commerce.
What are your duties there?
I'm a government contracting official.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
When did you get married?
In October of 2015.
Do you have any children?
Yes, I have one daughter.
How old is she?
She's 8.
Is your husband employed?
Yes,
Where is he employed?
the Department of Defense.
From where you're seated, can you see the defendant, Nicholas Kassotis, in this case?
Yes,
Do you know that person?
yes.
How do you know him?
I was married to him.
From when to when?
2009 to 2015
How did you meet?
on eHarmony.
And how long after meeting him was it that you became married?
Very quickly after.
Was he in the military?
Yes,
What branch?
the Navy.
What was his job in the Navy?
He was a JAG officer.
At some point while he was in the Navy, was he deployed to Italy?
Yes,
From when to when?
2011 to 2013.
And what was his job when he was in Italy?
He worked as a prosecutor.
While you guys were in Italy, did he acquire a dog?
We acquired a dog,
And what was the dog's name?
Rusty.
I'm showing you a photograph now and ask if you can identify that.
Yes,
What's the picture of?
that's my dog, Rusty.
Does it fairly and accurately depict the way Rusty appeared?
Yes,
You're getting emotional. Why is that?
I was lucky enough to spend the last 2 years of his life with him,
Living at your place?
living at our house. Yes.
I'll tender at this time State's Exhibit 2.46.
Any objection? No objection. It is admitted.
During the time of your marriage to the defendant, did he ever work out of the Pentagon?
Yes,
Do you know what his job there was?
it was. I only knew it was Code 13.
Do you know what that means?
No, I don't.
Also, during the time that you were married, did he have occasion to attend Georgetown University?
Yes,
Where's that located?
in Washington D.C.
And do you know what his area of study was?
I believe it was international.
In the beginning of your relationship, can you describe for the jury your relationship to him?
Yes, it was pretty much what I thought was a normal relationship. Very smooth sailing, never fought, kind of like best friends in a way.
Did he ever indicate to you whether he wanted children?
Yes, he did. We both did.
Do you have a medical condition that makes that unlikely?
Yes, I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS.
Notwithstanding that medical condition, were you able to get pregnant while married with him?
Yes,
And what happened to that pregnancy?
it was lost.
How did your relationship change over time?
It felt like we were more roommates instead of married.
Whose idea was it to get a divorce?
I believe it was mutual, but more so myself.
And there was a proceeding that was filed in the Circuit Court of Fairfax County, Virginia, concerning this matter.
Yes,
And if you had an opportunity to view State's Exhibit 2.45A, 45B, 45C, 45D, and 45E prior to coming in here today,
yes, I have.
and you recognize these as documents pertaining to your divorce,
Yes,
I'll tender each of these exhibits, Your Honor. They're certified copies of those documents that I've shown to you. No objection.
All right, then, A, B, C, D, and E is 2.45. They're all admitted without objection.
After the action for divorce was filed, did you become separated?
Yes.
Did you move out?
Yes, I did.
Where did you move to?
I lived nearby in Alexandria.
During the period of separation, were there discussions about infidelity?
Of course.
And who raised those?
Nick did.
Did you cheat on him during the course of your marriage?
No.
How quickly was the divorce granted after the petition was filed?
It was granted in October of 2015.
Now, the court documents show Nicholas James Kassotis as the plaintiff in this divorce, and you're referred to as the defendant.
Yes.
Why is that?
We both didn't have a need for an attorney. He was an attorney and he said he could take care of it. And I trusted him that he would.
Can you see from where you're seated, a photograph states exhibit number 2.32? Can you see it?
Yes.
Do you recognize the person in this photograph?
Yes.
Who is this person?
It's Mindy.
How did you know Mindy?
I knew her as his wife, his new wife.
Do you recall when you first met her?
It was by happenstance in a public setting. She had no idea who I was.
When he would refer to her, how would he refer to her?
Can you clarify that?
By
question?
initials?
Yes.
And the grounds for the divorce were what?
Irreconcilable differences.
What were his obligations under the divorce?
He was required to pay off the personal loan or refinance it if he couldn't pay it off in his own name. He was required to refinance or pay off the truck that he was driving. And he was required to either refinance or sell the property on Adrian Drive.
And at some point was he ordered to pay you $1.5 million?
Yes.
Did he?
No.
How long after your divorce was it before he and Mindy got married, roughly?
About a year, almost to the day.
And after your divorce from him, did you continue to correspond with him?
Yes, of course. We were very friendly. It was a very amicable divorce.
And how would you communicate with him after the divorce?
Texts. He came to visit with the dogs. We had 2 dogs at the time, Stitch and Rusty. Email. Just whatever was convenient.
Do you know how he was employed during the time he was married to Mindy?
I was told that he worked for the Department of the Navy.
For how long?
I don't know.
Did he ever express interest in starting a cybersecurity business?
He mentioned cybersecurity as an area that he was interested in, yes.
Between 2015 and 2019, did the defendant cooperate with the divorce obligations?
No,
Did that cause any kind of hardship to you?
of course.
Like what?
It put me through a lot of emotional stress, but importantly, it put me through a lot of scrutiny for my own employment. I still do hold a security clearance that required your credit to be good and all of your bills paid, all of that stuff. And by him not doing that for many, many months, I was in a situation where a piece of paper to submit to the Office of Personnel Management wasn't going to cut it. They wanted to see full extent of the law to pursue the resolution of that because my employment was at stake.
Referring your attention to Exhibit 2.45B, dated 11/28/18, entitled Consent Order. He was ordered to pay you the $1.5 million plus $90,000 in interest in that consent order. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And $10,000 in attorney fees.
That's correct.
And then the case was continued almost exactly 30 days to December 28th, 2018. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And was there a hearing on December 28th, 2018?
Yes.
And Exhibit 2.45C shows the court found him not in compliance with the November 28, 2018 consent order and ordered Nicholas Kassotis to appear before the court on January 4th, 2019 to show cause why he should not be held in contempt.
That's right.
Did you go to that January 4th hearing?
Yes, I did.
What happened at that hearing?
The judge was very upset after he heard Nick testify under oath that he not only had the money, he had more than enough of the money, and that he just was refusing to pay it. So the judge was not very kind.
He admitted having how much money?
$32 million.
And did he tell the court he was having difficulty accessing that money?
Yes.
What did he tell the court?
He told the court that his wife, his current wife Mindy, was holding his funds and that he thought that she had a claim to it because it was earned during his marriage with her. And that he was pursuing other actions with her. But the judge was like, well, I can't bring her into court, but you're here. So you need to put a move on it. And I want this done. I want to see movement in a week. Otherwise your liberty is at stake.
Now, before that hearing, was there another similar hearing that occurred?
Yes.
What happened at that similar hearing?
There was a case right before ours where very similar circumstances, though not to the degree or the amount owed by any means, was playing out, and we were both in the courtroom. And that ended where the spouse that owed the money left in handcuffs. And so Nick asked to meet with my attorney and I in the mediation room after we continued. And that's when the additional $90,000 and the $10,000 came from.
So was Nick in the courtroom to witness that incident where the man was taken out in
Yes.
handcuffs? Did he ever comply with that court order for the $1.5 million, the interest and the attorney fees?
No.
I'm showing you now what's marked as 2.45E. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's a bench warrant for failure to appear
A bench warrant for who?
for Nick.
And it's dated when?
December 23rd, 2020.
Have you ever threatened him with violence?
No.
Are you familiar with him changing his last name?
I did not find that out until after he was arrested.
And did he ever explain to you why he changed the name?
No.
Are you familiar with the last name of Stark?
It made me think of the Game of Thrones character, frankly.
And who is that character?
It was one of the main characters that was public, I think, killed first.
Did you and the defendant watch the Game of Thrones during the time you were married?
Yes.
At some point, did you become familiar with the GBI sketch?
Yes.
Tell the jury about that. How did you become familiar with it?
Well, I received a random text message asking if I was ever married to Nick. And of course, I was hesitant to respond to a stranger, but nonetheless, the curiosity got the best of me. And so she told me about...
Objection to hearsay.
It's the same objection.
Based on what she told you, what did you do?
Based on what she told me, I looked it up, and I saw a similarity as far as the sketch was concerned, and I called the GBI to let them know that that looks remarkably like Mindy because of the jawline.
Did you tell the GBI who you were?
No, I did not.
And I believe your testimony was you remarried shortly after the divorce.
Yes, I did.
Was there a time that the defendant saw you after your divorce when you were pregnant?
Yes.
Were you obviously pregnant?
Yes.
And describe to the jury what happened on that occasion when the defendant saw you pregnant?
Nick was very uncomfortable when he saw me. He did utter the congratulations, but the body language wasn't matching. Later on, after that meeting, which was actually the last time that I saw my other dog Stitch, my husband made very similar comments, saying that it was very awkward and that he could tell that Nick was very uncomfortable.
That's all the questions I have.
Good afternoon, Ms. Thomas. I'm Doug Weinstein. I'm representing Nick Kassotis in this case. I have a few questions for you. Your divorce from Nick Kassotis was final on October 15th, 2015, correct?
That's correct.
When did you get married to your husband, to Anthony Thomas?
Yeah, October 16th.
The very next day?
Yes.
Nick raised the issue of infidelity with you, correct?
Yeah.
He accused you of infidelity.
Yes.
And do you still maintain that you did not commit infidelity?
Correct. I met my husband well after we had already separated. I had not started dating my husband until July. And while that does seem fast, it is possible to find the love of your life.
You say that Nick failed to follow the obligations in your initial divorce decree, correct?
Correct.
And that he was supposed to pay off some type of loan, either refinance it, but pay it off so you're off the loan, correct?
Correct, yeah. Just remove my name, however he wanted to do that.
He was supposed to pay off the truck, and he was supposed to refinance or sell the marital home that y'all had.
That's right.
And he did not do those things, correct?
That's right.
And you pursued him to do those things.
Absolutely.
And following that, there was a consent order, correct?
That's right.
And that consent order was from, I guess, November 28th, 2018. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And in that consent order, can you tell me this? How did you reach the consent order? How did you reach the numbers in the consent order? How did you come up with the figures? How did you guys come up with the figures?
We
in the
came up
consent?
with the figures. We had an addendum made that we mutually agreed to, and we had notarized, and we had added. So it was then part of the divorce decree.
And when you say we, that's you and Nick and I guess whatever attorneys were involved. Is that correct?
You never had an attorney, but yes, I had an attorney.
Okay. And so that $1.5 million that he had agreed to pay you, he agreed to that. He agreed to the $1.5 million in the course of the negotiation, correct?
Correct.
And had you seen any evidence that Nick had $1.5 million?
No.
Have you seen, or at the time, or at any time, did you see any evidence that Nick Kassotis had the $32 million that he said he had?
When he testified under oath.
I understand that. Did you see any, did you see any documentation of the $32 million?
No.
Bank statements
Oh, yes.
that showed $32 million?
They were fake, but yes.
And when you followed up on that, do you remember the bank?
Bank of America?
Okay. Did you do anything with Bank of America to see if there was $32 million in there?
I tried filing the judgment in every single banking institution in the Virginia area, sir.
And were you successful at getting the $1.5 million from any of those banks?
No.
What did they say about the $32 million when you presented Bank of America with those statements?
They've never heard of them.
You say that both you and your husband thought that Nick Kassotis was uncomfortable when he saw that you were pregnant. Does it surprise you that an ex-husband is uncomfortable when he sees his ex-wife pregnant?
It depends. If you have a good relationship before then, and you already knew about it, and seeing it probably wouldn't have made a big difference.
The GBI interviewed you prior to today, correct?
That's right.
Do you recall telling the GBI that Heather was living with you guys?
I'm Heather.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Mindy.
Yes, and I corrected them immediately because that's not true.
Okay. I have no further questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anything else, counsel?
Yes, you do, excuse.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Have a good day.
You too.